Hello, Minecrafters. Welcome. That's too close. Happy Monday, folks. Happy Cinco de Mayo. This is Monday, May 5th, 2025. I had to look at that, and I just said Cinco, didn't I? And welcome aboard. Glad you guys are here. We are going to try to finish this windmill behind me there. And I'm in the tall grass right there. Tall grass. So, folks, I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Let's see what is on the National Day calendar, and let's get this day started. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Fortnite, my God, I hope you guys have checked out Fortnite. Um, it's the Star Wars version. Oh, my joystick's drifting. And you gotta check it out, folks. It is awesome. Let me see here. Just bear with me, guys. I'm a little behind the eight ball today. I have not been feeling good. I was home all weekend. Didn't do no Uber. Think I either got a sinus infection or that lovely flu that we all know about, which is from, was it 2019 or 2020? Yeah, I got my vaccinations for COVID and stuff, but still, I can still get infected. Oh, just checking the audio. So today is Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May. And for those who don't know, actually, Cinco de Mayo is an annual celebration held on May 5th to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862, led by General Ignacio Zaragoza. So, folks, people in Mexico don't really celebrate it as much as they celebrate their other independence, which is, I think, is on the 16th of September. Hold on. Um, one second. Because they did explain this. Um, hmm, doesn't say. History of the holiday. It says on May 9th, 1862, President Juarez declared that the anniversary of the Battle of Puebla would be a national holiday regarded as Battle of Puebla Day or Battle of Cinco de Mayo. The national celebration of the day peaked during the Porfiriato, the long rule of President Dictator Porfirio Diaz, who had fought in the Battle of Puebla as a young officer. Diaz was deposed in the Mexican Revolution. Because of his association in much of Mexico, Cinco de Mayo celebrations declined after Diaz was deposed in the Mexican Revolution. Um, it's interesting. There's another revolution that the Mexicans celebrate versus this one, but the Americans picked it up and celebrate it as a day of Mexican heritage. So get out there and salute. Oh my God! How close can you get with that? What is that? What is that? Sorry, I was looking at the wiki and not looking at you guys. I'm sorry. Holy fioles. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? National Day Calendar. And let's see what else has happened today. So if you're born today, May 5th, happy birthday. And let's see who you celebrate your birthday with. You celebrate your birthday with John Archer, born in the state 1741, the first person to receive the first medical diploma issued on the U.S. continent, and the first captain of the Enterprise. Ah, come on, Star Trek, baby. Let me see. Lee Richmond, born in the state 1857, the first pitcher in MLB baseball to pitch a perfect game. Um, oh, Charles Chief Bender, born in the state 1884, professional Native American MLB pitcher. Pat Carroll, born in the state 1927, the voice actor who played Ursula in The Little Mermaid. Eileen Woods, born in the state 1921, the voice of Cinderella in the Disney animation. Trying to see any. Oh, Tammy Wynette, famous country music singer, born in the state in 1942, famous for the song "Stand by Your Man." If you ever see Blues Brothers, you actually see John Belushi singing and Dan Aykroyd singing "Stand by Your Man" because they do country and western. uh, Also, also today is National Silence the Shame Day. Cinco de Mayo, of course. National Astronaut Day. Salute the astronauts for God's sakes. Yes. Melanoma Monday. You know that. Well, I don't have melanoma, but I've got had basal cell carcinoma, which is a form of benign skin cancer. National Hoagie Day for God's sakes. Yes, get out there and get your hoagies, folks. So, folks, that's also a submarine sandwich for those who don't know. So, folks, get out there, get your hoagies, beware of melanoma, salute your astronauts, get out your what is that for Cinco de Mayo? What's that famous drink? Not daiquiri. I know it's tequila, but there's another drink. I don't remember. Whatever. National Science the Shame Day, and happy birthday, folks. That's your National Day calendar, May 5th, 2025, and we are moving on. I'm checking the audio one more time. Excellent. So, just for those who are playing Fortnite, I want to put this out to you guys. They really don't explain a lot in the new. It's a Star Wars update for Fortnite. If you want to land your X-wing, or if you want to land your TIE fighter, and you're playing on Xbox on your controller, it's the right bumper. If you want to land, you gotta get close. Gotta slow down, get close to the ground, click your right bumper, and you will land either craft. Also, you can refuel them at gas stations too. Well, hello. Uh huh. Look at that. I love this pickaxe. I love it. I love it. I love it. He never sold pickaxes before. All right. I guess we're gonna be still laying some more wood down up top. I gotta throw some torches in here. Need to make some more torches, and for sure. There we go. But this place is shaping up, man. I have another ladder out here. I believe that I can get over. I'm in peaceful mode, so I don't have to worry about being attacked. But I think my bed's up here too, possibly. Boy, oh boy, I need to get some torches, man. Anywho, yes, and also, if you check out Fortnite, it happened on last Friday around 10 a.m. It came out. Um, there's a Star Wars watch party that was started last Friday. I don't know if it's still going or not, but they actually have, when you click on that particular map for Fortnite called Star Wars Watch Party, you will actually enter uh, um, an area kind of similar to Tatooine, and let me see if I can carry that. Yes, I can. And similar to Tatooine, and there's a big movie screen, so you can actually watch two episodes of the Tales from the Underworld, which is a new animation coming from Disney Plus, which is out. It was out yesterday, May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you guys as well. So that's happening, and that's a good. Basically, Tales of the Underworld is an animation short about Assange Ventress and Cad Bane. Cad Bane and Asajj Ventress is what this animation's about. I need to go in, I believe, one more, and then I can put the cap on. So I need dark oak to do this, and I don't think I have any more dark oak. So let's fly over to the dark oak trees I planted a while ago. If you guys are new to this stream, I'm the Big Red 1967. I stream here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's the flying ship, which is over my world spawn base. This windmill covers up a flower farm, a dye farm for colors and stuff. And this is an Easter build that's taking way too long. I have a St. Patty's Day build, which was a Smurf Village build, and that's taking way too long. So, what can I say? Welcome to Minecraft. I need dark oak. So I planted some dark oak trees over here when I was building this area. Let me just check something real quick. All right. And, oh, you know what? Let me open up my Twitch real quick in case of, oh, it's open. Okay. Um, just lost track of what I was saying. Also, one of my friends from high school, and that was, let me see, high school, I graduated is 86, so we're talking about 30 something years ago. um, he had posted a video from a rock group or a rock singer, Robert Hazard. I have not thought of that guy in over 30 years, Robert Hazard. I think he's from Philadelphia too. He did a famous song called Escalator of Life. Oh my God, you guys got to check that song out. I have not heard of that in years, and it's awesome, awesome, awesome tune. Guys got to hear it. That's my youth, the song of my youth back then. Um, and at that time too, there was I think punk music was a rage back then. Punk music and what was the other thing? Some uh, new wave punk. So you had a little bit of electronic music, a little bit of hard. It's called thrash music, and pogo was the dance. So if you're curious what a pogo is, go look that up on Google or YouTube. Look up the pogo. Kind of, I don't know if you ever seen Linda Carlisle dance when she was singing with the um, what group did she sing with? Oh my God, B-52s? No, was it B? No, who did she sing with? Darn it, that just burnt my brain out. Hold on. What group did Linda Carlisle sing with? The Go Go's. Oh my God, my brain. In fact, I was telling you my age. So, the Go Go's came out with a song. Um, oh God. Oh shoot. We got the beat. I think it's called We Got the Beat. And there's a lead part in it. And around that time, I was learning guitar when I was a kid, and I think I was in eighth grade. I was just about to graduate eighth grade to go into high school, and there was this other high school that I was going to probably go into that fall, and for their just before we used to have on Fridays, what was that called, like for high schools, assembly or something like that. Or they had, oh no, they had a talent contest. So there was a senior, a bunch of senior girls, and I was in eighth grade. There's a bunch of senior girls uh, at this high school. I went to Catholic school then, so it was a Catholic high school. And um, one of the girls went to the same music store I went to for guitar. And my teacher was her teacher, and he said, "Hey, you should check out these guys are they need a they need a lead guitarist for their show." I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, first off, I'm in eighth grade. Second of all, um, I don't know if I could play. I don't know if I could do a lead for that song or whatever, because you could do it, man. And he actually showed me exactly what to play to do the lead, and it was fun. That was my very first. Well, I don't know if I don't think that was my very first like stage show, because when I was a kid, like sixth or seventh grade, I did a Christmas show or something like that. But that was my first like outside of school and stuff. I was at another place, and I've never, I never played for a high school or something like that, and I just remember we practiced so many times before I had to play for that, and when it was that day to go do it, I just remembered that you have a big stage, and then you had these curtains, the stage curtains, and I tried to hide behind the curtain so they couldn't see me. So you could hear somebody playing the lead, but you couldn't see who the guy was, man. But and then after that, people liked it and stuff. I started to come out from the curtain, but man, I was scared. But it was so much fun, and Yeah, I miss my guitar teacher. His name was Ralph Salazzo. Real good person, and he really inspired me to be a really good guitarist and stuff, and to study. Yeah, but not just him, but the guy who owned the music studio too, Al Fiocchi. He was a real good jazz guitarist, and they helped me appreciate music theory more. And yeah, when I finally came down to Florida, I got into music and stuff. So I did it for about 11 years here. I was trying to get on a cruise ship as a musician, and it kind of fell through. So there was a bunch of retired gentlemen forming a Dixieland band, and they got me in there as one of their guitarists. And I did that for 11 years where I live right here in Florida, and yeah, I loved it ever since. But then I did that from like 2001 until 2011. And 2011, money got tight, so I went back to truck driving, and over the road truck driving for companies. I don't own my own truck, and can't afford that. I don't have good credit, so as I was driving trucks and stuff, I was thinking, yeah, I don't want to go back to music because I'm getting older and I don't want to be lugging equipment around anymore. But I used to do art, and my mom did it, and I figured, I want to give that because I've seen guys on YouTube do it for a living, and I'm like, I'm gonna try to get into that, and I've been trying to do that since I've been doing this Minecraft thing, try to get it off the ground. It's going. Just like days like this past weekend where I got sick, man. It's tough, man. The older you get, or older I get, the my energy level is just like deplorable, man. But you gotta stay. What they say, you gotta stay focused. Gotta keep motivated, and that's what it comes down to, pretty much. Motivation. But anyhow, this weekend, man, that Fortnite. Oh my God, I loved it. I started Fortnite when it first came out, but I don't know. Maybe they didn't have as much as they do now, but it's really the mechanic. I guess because other people probably play it better than I do. Finally understood the mechanics of the game, and boy, I tell you, the stuff you can do with with building. I am so sorry. I got like a drip sinus. I didn't think I needed to take a excuse me. I didn't think I needed to take a allergy pill today, but I guess I'm going to have to. Whew. Um, but they've gotten so good at using the building edits that, and you can not only build but fight at the same time. It's amazing the techniques they've been doing. So I've been trying to replicate over the weekend. You can actually find on the Fortnite's lobby different variations of maps, and one of the maps help you practice editing or building. So this way, when it's time for you to go one on one with somebody, you'll be prepared to. I was so stunned of how good people are today with Fortnite that if somebody starts to attack you and you start to fight back, they can actually trap you with inside of a build. That's how fast they're. Because I play on an Xbox with a controller, and these folks are playing on a PC with a mouse. You can do much more faster things you can with a mouse than you can with an Xbox controller. But they were actually trapping me inside of a build, and I couldn't fire back, and then they would end up, shooting me or something. And man, it's just amazing. So I practiced yesterday different techniques of coming down off a build. If you build straight up, you need to come down because there's no way to parachute down in Fortnite successfully. So it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Makes you think. Keeps you on your toes. So let's put this down here and knock this down. Right. And let's see here. I'm going to put this here for now. So I know I have to put one more. You need to have 4 of those in order to get a tree, dark oak tree. I think my bed's over. Nope, I got it. I really need to get some more torches. I don't know if I can go over to my storage and see if I have any coal or charcoal over there to make some torches. Alrighty. Wow, that just popped up. How you like that? That's what you call expediency. So this is my world spawn. When I first came in here, June of 2023, I spawned right along the riverside, right here where the sugar cane is. And where you see that big building right there, the purple in the front, that's the base I started. I started inside this little hillside there. And I used to watch Waddles, where I still do. And he did a thing with a library, and he would always read at the end of the stream the quotes, well, not quotes, but comments from his last video. And I always thought that was really cool, so I decided to do the same thing with an honor haul for my viewers. Let me check my coal status here. That's flint. I thought I had coal here, so I think that's obsidian. Yep. I thought I had coal in here somewhere. I knew that's flint. Yep. Okay. Coal. Black concrete powder. Nether bricks. Hold on, got an itch. Nether bricks. Man, you gotta be kidding me. Where's all my coal? Nether bricks. I don't have any coal. Maybe down. Wow. Maybe I'll have to go down to Iron Forge area. You would think I would have some sort of coal here. I could check also these hoppers and see if there's anything stuck in here. Man, any other time I have so much coal I don't know what to do with it. Tells you how backed up I am here. These are from shulkers that I used for traveling. And just like I got shulkers in here that when I get done doing a build or whatever, now all this stuff, this is extra stuff that just sits in there. I'm trying to sort it. Ooh, that was dark oak. I'm trying to sort it out. Let me see. I'm going to take that. So it is about 1:45. I'm going to stay here at about 2:30. Either 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and then we're going to call it a stream. And let's see. Oh, that's right. I forgot to try to simulcast on TikTok, but like I said, I don't have a lot of energy today. Man, not a single piece of coal. That is ridiculous. Wow. Any other time, I have so much coal I don't know what to do with it. I wonder if there's anything in here. Yeah, I could burn wood after I chopped all those trees. Are you crazy? Let's go down into Iron Forge real quick. I really do need these torches. This building right here is my tavern. So when I start to populate this place with more villagers, this would be their place to check out for food. Because my chicken cooker's in there. Lava chicken. That's right, lava chicken. I was lava chicken before it was cool. Yep, taking that. I must have left it in here last time I was here. This is my library that I'm trying to build also. We're going to get back to that eventually. When I did St. Patty's Day, I kind of broke away from doing this. Look at my boys down here. What's up, gentlemen? Yep, all this has to be dug out, turned into a library. Now, okay, so this is Ironforge. Say hello. Kind of like Ironforge, my very first pillar. Yeah, it's going to, just imagine it all the way down there. It's going to be a extension of all this and out that way. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. It's going to be dandy if I ever get to it. Get back to it. That's why you guys got to keep me true, man. Tell me in the comments, like, get back to work or something. I don't know. Where's my coal? Where's my coal? Where's my coal, man? I wonder if do I have coal here? Let me see. Might have something in here. Let me. Ooh, too much stuff, man. Give me a second. Pop that there. Nope. The reason why I need coal, I mean, I know I'm playing in peaceful mode. I really don't need it. There's no mobs, but I need to see. I want that thing to be bright. I don't want to be dark in my windmill. I think all my lanterns are over at the library, but I'm trying to save that for the library. Maybe that's where all my stuff went when I made those lanterns for the library. Okay. So somebody's telling me not. See how my streams will go? I mean, how my build day goes. All I wanted to do is work on the windmill, and here I am, nowhere near it, looking for coal. That's what I said. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was coal for a second. It's not. Darn it. I know this stuff here is stone, cobblestone, dirt, just making sure. Well, I guess I'm not getting any coal today. Holy frijoles, man. What the heck? Unbelievable. Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to get, I guess, charcoal. I have to burn some wood. At least you guys are seeing my inventory. Darn. Anything in here? Nope. Trying to think. I also have that skeleton farm. I might have something over there. Don't think my farmer has anything in his. Oh, dude. I'm afraid to open that up. I know my friend's got carrots. Oh no, he picked up all his. Good man. A carrot. Ugh. Yeah, so if you're out of coal, just burn wood in a furnace and you'll get charcoal. And you can use that for torches. I need all the wood right now that I can get my hands on. I think I'm going to have to just say, I don't have it. I just don't have it. Arrows. That should be for bones. That's for overspill. Yeah, these are all bows. No coal. Okay. All right. We'll just go back and work on the windmill. I really thought there was some coal. Right? It's not a lot, but it'll do. It'll do. It'll do in a pinch. Boy, this must have been here since the time I first dug through this place. Yeah, that Robert Hazard song. His last name spelling is Hazard, and so I'm from South Jersey, right across the river from Philadelphia, and there used to be a dance show for kids in the afternoon. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of American Bandstand, and that's where that started, was in Philadelphia too, with Dick Clark, and that led way to the Dick Clark New Year's Eve party or bash. But yeah, so it was a dance show for kids on the after, starting around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, like right after school. And Robert Hazard, because like I said, he's from Philly, he was on that show. It was so, because my brain was exploding. I never, the way he sings on that song, it doesn't sound like he's has an American accent, and I thought maybe he was German or something. But it, yeah, he's from Philly, I think. I'm gonna have to look that up. Just to, maybe I'm saying stuff that's not true. Hold on, let me just double check that. Let me fact check. Do a little fact checking. That's a fox. Hold on, let me check. Robert Hazard, singer. Says Robert Hazard was an American rock musician, singer, and songwriter known for writing and recording the song "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" in 1979 for Cyndi Lauper. He also led the band Robert Hazard and the Heroes, a popular act in the Philadelphia club scene of the 1980s. So I was right. I knew he was from Philly. Um, well, I knew he was on that Philadelphia dance show, and I could have sworn he said he was a Philadelphia native. Um, oh, he died in 2008. He was 59 after surgery in Boston. Good man. He was such a. That was my life, my childhood. Uh, yeah, he was born in August 1948 in Philadelphia. Wow, wow, so much history. I miss those days. That was so much fun back then. Still is, still is fun. But back then, when you're a kid, you don't, you have no experiences. Everything is like you believe in all possibilities. Everything can happen. No, you don't know. You have no clue what's going on, and you think that you never get old. But yeah, I still have that. I still have that. That we call it optimism. Yeah, you got to. You got to, man. So this is the backside of water. No, this is the backside of the library. Nighttime. Go throw down to bed real quick. Yeah, for those out there here young yet, can't imagine how you lived before the internet. Yep, I lived through a time before the internet. It was pretty cool. You used your, just like what I'm doing here in a way. You use your imagination. Books were my thing. Got into books. Got into cartoons, books, cartoon movies. Going to the movie theater. And like I was saying before, you guys, if you ever get a chance to to watch Disney Plus, you have to check out Light and Magic, which is a documentary by Ron Howard based on Industrial Light and Magic effects department for Lucasfilm. Because I always wondered from the time period of Star Wars in '77 all the way up to '85 or '86, all the new movies that I loved had all these special effects in it, and I always thought it had to do with George Lucas or Steven Spielberg. That's the reason why I love these, which is true, but mainly it was Industrial Light and Magic and John Williams. They're the ones that brought it to life. I mean, had that feeling. So when you went to see the movies and stuff, it's like Christmas every time you went to go see a movie like that. It's like Christmas all over again. It was so cool. And they're still doing it today, but that back then, no one ever did that type of stuff back then. So it was really incredible. So what I'm trying to do here is put this trim along this edge, and then I'm going to step in and put in the final bit, and then this is the last bit, and then I'm going to, which will be 7 blocks tall like this, and then we'll put the cap on. Hopefully I have time to get the cap started. So I'm going to have to, do I go right on top? Yeah, I think I go right on top, right? Yes. Okay. Talking about yes. I'm a big fan of the Clone Wars animation series, and the episode with this, it takes place on Naboo, and there was this evil scientist or mad scientist named Bindi, and he always had this maniacal laugh, like yes. Turns out it's Michael York. The voice actor for that character was Michael York, and Michael York is a famous British actor. I first heard of him or saw him in The Three Musketeers back in '74, and I think he played D'Artagnan. And turns out the producer of Star Wars from the prequels, Rick McCallum, that's his. I think it's his stepdad. That's his stepdad. Or no, it's his father-in-law. I think it's his father-in-law or something like that. And so I never knew that. I was like, why did Michael York become a voice actor for Star Wars? And it was because he's related. I'm sure he's a fan too. I mean, everyone's a fan of Star Wars, but yeah, that's such an awesome character. He did such a great job with that. I just don't remember the episode. I think it's called the Blue Virus. The Blue Virus. On the Clone Wars series. It's pretty cool. You gotta see it. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what I got. The Blue Virus. We need more of that oak planks, and then we'll finish this last section up top here. Grab these. No. No, like Austin Powers. No, yes, no, yes. Oh. Okay, so how we're going to do this is we take this and you go in like that. Yeah, there's an article I was reading this morning talking about, I mean, it's not for sure, but the article was saying it's a possibility that Game Pass might go up another another $5. The Ultimate Pass is already up to 20. You could get it for, honestly, you can do Xbox for $6. They had different pay rates. You don't have to do the $20 rate. But people were saying, oh, it might go up another 5. So instead of 20 now, it's going to be up to $25. But that's just hearsay. It hasn't happened. But they're also saying, well, the prices of the consoles is going up and all that. Well, honestly, this year, in fact, I think it's October 14th, the Windows operating system, Windows 11, will be in operation by October 14th. And I don't think it's going to be bad as 2010 for Windows 10. Windows 10, if your hardware wasn't compatible, you couldn't use the operating system. So you had to go out and buy new hardware if you wanted to use Windows 10 or to have access to the internet. So I think that's where this Xbox fear of the price hike is coming from, is because of all these updates that's happening this year. And it's not like it came out of the clear blue. Microsoft's been warning about this for the past 5 years that this is going to happen. And it's 2025. It's finally here. So, but not only that, but what you call it, the pandemic, because of people, home because of being sick, the prices of chips went up. Because there's no deliveries, there's no one making chips, there's no one delivering computer parts and stuff like that. So a lot of people are saying, well, I'll stop using my console and start using more of my PC. But that's the thing, that's the rub, because now the update, you're going to have to probably get a new PC too. It's not funny. It's not funny, but man, that's the way the computer business works. It's a money thing. But I tell you something. Follow like Linus Tech. He's a guy on. There's a channel on YouTube, Linus Tech, and these other guys on YouTube. You can actually. You don't have to go out and buy a whole new operating system and stuff like that. You can basically find parts, build your own PC. That's the whole thing about PCs. Is you can do it yourself. You can. It's everything is like these chipboards that you can just pull out and plug in. You just replace it. It's not no soldering and all this other stuff. It's just pull and plug and play. So check out these DIY tutorials on YouTube on computers, and like they were showing a lot of companies when they upgrade, like this year that people are going to have to upgrade. They'll sell their older systems for cheap on eBay, and after you pick up a older PC, then all you got to do, because the board should be able to handle a newer CPU and stuff. That's the thing. Like, if the motherboard's too old, it might not be compatible with the new processors. But if it's within a couple of years, it should be compatible. And all you have to do, instead of buying a whole system for a couple of $1,000s, you just spend a couple hundred and you have a reasonable PC. They were showing, like, I think you can do a gaming PC for under $500, but you have to buy all the parts separately and put it together. But it's very feasible. It's not that far fetched. I used to do that a lot before I got my Xbox. Um, I grew up with the Apple IIe as a kid, and Apple made it really friendly to build your own PC and stuff. Um, was it Steve Wozniak? Um, and he was the founder of. He was the one that invented the Apple motherboard, and back in the 70s, that was a whole idea back then in the 70s, was to computing was a community thing, and there was a magazine that would come out, and they would have code in these magazines, and um, ways to make your own computer, and trading places. This, like I said, it's before the internet, so there was no like Facebook Marketplace or eBay back then. So you use the newspaper classifieds or magazines, and they would have addresses and stuff to contact the communities. And people would or they would have swap meets for computers and stuff. It was a big thing back then. And after Windows came out and stuff, that kind of slowly faded out, and then you had your stores, Apple stores, and then yeah. But hey, I mean that's kind of still out there to this day. It's with computing. It's almost like a hobby thing, almost like a train, like model trains and stuff. And or what was that? Back in, like I think today they do ham radio. Ham radio is a thing. That's still a thing. Have you ever seen the movie Contact? In that movie, Jodie Foster's character, her dad was a big ham radio buff and teaches her how to use it and see how far they can transmit and stuff like that. And that's the same idea. It's like a electronical engineering type of thing where people like tinkering and stuff like that. Yeah. So what I got to do is go 5 high because I'm going to have one dark oak on the bottom, one on top, and then 5 of these oak planks. So that's 3 and 2 more. Sound like Daffy Duck. Suffgatash. That's actually Sylvester. Okay, 3. This is 4. One more to make it 5, right? Before I go on the 5th one, I won't be able to reach down here. Hold on. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yep, put my thinking cap on. Boy, I tell you, I didn't think I would get messed up like I did since COVID, man. But boy, I tell you, that really is not making me feel good. It's like a sinus thing. It's like a head cold almost. I got used to playing Fortnite. Here in Minecraft, as long as you crouch, you don't have to fall off the edge. It's not like that in Fortnite. I can't tell you how many times I fell in Fortnite. Ugh. I'm playing ranked. I'm feeling good. I'm playing ranked. I think I'm up to Platinum 2 in ranked. I just started last Friday after not playing since whenever Fortnite first came out. I have to look that one up. I don't remember when Fortnite first came out. So this is Chapter 6, Season 3. Let me look that up. Hold on for a second. Okay, now here we go. Hold on. When did Fortnite first come out? Oh, July 25th, 2017. Oh, no. Fortnite was first announced in 2011 and was officially released on July 25th, 2017, with the Battle Royale mode release on September 26th, 2017. Okay. Yeah, it was, and they had this, I don't think they have it right now, but they had this thing called the Grappler. So you could actually be like Spider-Man, which is so cool, man. I was using, this guy created this practice mode, and you can make endless builds in it, and I was making like really tall builds, and I was trying to swing from build to build with the grappler like Spider-Man. It was so cool. Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters. Oh my god, it was so cool. I might have to go back to the wood farm and get some more oak. Yeah, I think I'm out. It won't take me that long. Just get about 2 stacks or so. Let's go fly down. See what time it is. Yeah, I got time. See what this looks like here. Yep. Put that one more, and then I'll put a cap on. I'll do another one after that with a cap on it, and then I'll be done. Then I'll put the arms on it, the sails. This thing, if you don't know what this is a build that covers up in the blimp area is my creeper farm and mob farm. That's why I built that, because the creeper farm, you want it away from the ground, and that's why it hides the, most of my builds is either for aesthetics, just for looks, or it's hiding a farm. Because you have to actually be in the vicinity of the farm for it to work. So if I'm going to do that, I want to make sure that I want to be there. It's useful. There's a thing in architecture called form and function, and I try to follow that. Speaking of which, I've been practicing my Clip Studio Paint, getting better with it. Last night I was practicing my textures and brushes and textures for painting and stuff, and that was interesting. So I'm getting to the point. I gotta start doing some animations and stuff too. Get back into doing that. Hopefully we got bone meal. Yeah, I think I have extra bone meal, so we're good in that department. Do I go this way? I can't go that way. This way? Yes. Oh, and that Star Wars thing for Fortnite? Oh my god. It's so cool. Oh my god. It's got all the characters from Star Wars in it. The Rebellion and the Empire and Vader. They actually got like, cause Japan had did a version of Star Wars with Vader being a samurai. Oh my god, it's so cool, man. I'm telling you, you gotta go check it out. It's so good, so good. Made me so happy. I haven't felt that good in a long time. Whatchamacallit? 'Cause didn't know how bad, how sick I felt until like, was it Friday morning or something like that? And man, and I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna stay home today because I don't feel that good. And I said, I'm gonna try playing. After I got done my stream on Friday, I'm like, I'm gonna try this Fortnite out. And oh god, I've been so addicted to it since Friday. It's so good. So is Call of Duty and stuff. All my other stuff I love too is real good as well. But man, they really did a good job at Fortnite from what I used to play, how it used to be like. It's so much fun. And then they added music and stuff to it, kind of like Call of Duty. You can, like, when you're in a vehicle, you can play music in Call of Duty, and they added that to Fortnite. That's so cool. Oh my god. I just had a blast with it. It's just so cool. That's how like the Halo community was. Because Fortnite has creative mode, so you can make maps and stuff for others to play, and you can post it on their servers. And that's what the Halo community did. They did the same thing. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how the computer community was for Apple and stuff. And that's what Fortnite's doing right now. It's so much fun, man. Oh, that's right. I got my TNT, so these things should blow up. Hopefully. Hopefully I got enough TNT. Oops, that's not good. I had a big tree. I'm checking to see if I push that. I think I might have to push that down. Let me see here. That'll stop. It should stop that from happening. There's a block that'll come down. Yeah, that should stop it from making giant trees. Let's see if that works. It's hard to remember. I think that one of these is for the oak and the other one is for acacia trees, something like that. Let's see. You should hear a boom in a second or so. If you're curious about what this is a universal tree farm by Silent Whisperer. So go over to his YouTube channel, WISPER on YouTube, and you'll see how to make this universal tree farm. It's from about 4 years ago. It's really good. You can build this underground. There's newer versions. Yeah, I guess that don't work. This was supposed to stop these giant oak trees from forming. His newer version can only work if it has access to sunlight because he used daylight sensors in it. But it's really amazing. It's giant. I have one blast chamber for this farm, and he uses 4. That tells you how. And not only that, but you can. I think you can do dark oak and pale oak in his farm. Okay, this is weird. My TNT should have went off. Unless I'm out of TNT. I have a blast chamber down here that these trees go into, and that way I don't have to keep cutting trees. That's really, really odd. Okay. Only times it jams up is if the stuff doesn't break. You should hear the TNT. That's the thing with Minecraft. When Mojang does updates, it tends to the timing for the farms and stuff don't work like they used to. So this farm might be outdated, but it used to work pretty good. And it's still, I mean, this ain't bad, but it used to be a point where I didn't have to stop and break stuff. Oh, there you go. There's the TNT. I love it. Yeah, if that's happening and you're in shortage of bone meal, try to figure out why the thing's not growing up. I love that. So cool. And that's why I have my creeper farm. For fireworks and for making TNT. Speaking of, I was just about to say like the Quiet Coyote and Roadrunner. They always had they always used TNT in the cartoons. Um, and I was talking about Spielberg earlier. Spielberg, I guess he loved Looney Tunes as well. Well, I think he worked for Universal and Warner Brothers and stuff, and he did a cartoon. His company did a cartoon called Animaniacs, and oh my God, you guys got to check out. If you've never seen Animaniacs, you got to see it. That's hilarious. I'm gonna have to start using my skeleton farm soon. Wonder how my okay. I just want to make sure everything, my integrity, my equipment is still there. I'll be doing my hardcore world on Friday. So the iron farm's coming together. It's coming together pretty well. Doing that again this Friday. If I don't die, think positive. Alright, I think this is enough for now. Let's get this stuff out of here and try to finish this windmill before the stream. Well, I won't be able to finish the entire windmill, but at least I can get close to that cap, which would be awesome. And more than likely, so June 7th is when I first start streaming ever. Not really, but I mean, hello, I've kept up with it since then, consistently every day since, well, every week since last June. Not last June. What the heck am I talking about? Since June 7th, 2023. So I probably have an anniversary stream, and what do you know? I might need a shulker. And I'll probably show you guys my original world, and for that stream, and show you give you an update of what I've been doing there. Because certain days, like when I'm not feeling good or I'm taking a break from Ubering, I'll do that, and that's a lot of fun. Because I tell you, when I first start playing Minecraft, man, I still do. I still love Minecraft. It's just the very first time doing it. Yeah, it was just mind-boggling. It's like you get so I got so wrapped up in it. I would spend hours building. This, like the music playing right now, that's what sells it for me. Uh-oh. Thought there was going to be a TNT dropping down on my head. Yeah, that's why I love this game. Anytime a game can introduce sounds and music into the game, oh man, it's World of Warcraft did that for me. And so did Halo. Oh, love that stuff. I also started Half-Life in the late 90s. That was my first internet game. I think Half-Life and Unreal Engine was my first two internet games. And then I went from there. But yeah, I love it when the game introduces music when you're playing. That's so cool. I can't wait, when the prices of virtual reality comes down. They actually have a treadmill thing that you can get on for virtual reality. Just like Ready Player One. Oh my God, it's gonna be so cool. Now, what I do with these extra saplings, I'll leave about 5 for next time, but the rest of it goes in here for bone meal. So then I just go over here, and this will dump it into my composter, and then I'll get bone meal out of this. You can also use it for a furnace, for fuel for the furnace and stuff. And those leaves are for Christmas tree I'm building. I was just trying to see if there was any dark oak. All right. I have to go. Now, the windmill I'm building is called the Aberdorian Barren Windmill by Destructive Burn, one word, on YouTube. And I have to review that cap that I have to build to put on top. It's a dome similar to the Cleric Tower. Today won't be the day I'll be doing it, but I'm curious if there's coal in here. No. I just burned all my coal. I'd love to come down here one day to start a month of working on this Iron Forge thing. That would be really cool too. Ooh, nighttime already. All those, see those blocks that was above me here? These blocks, like right here and here, that's tough. I don't know, TUFF. So if you're digging real deep, there used to be a time when they introduced tough to the game that there was nothing you could use it for. This last couple updates, I think it was the bundle update, they added bricks and what was it? Bricks and something else. And it's, oh my God, it's so good. Polished tough. It looks so good. You just saw that. It looks so good. And it's you. I mean, it's just a shame because you get tons of it when you dig deep here in Minecraft, or yeah, the overworld. I'm going to try to build a road from here to come all the way out to the windmill and across to that village over there. Try to do the whole world with a roadway like World of Warcraft. They have a roadway in World of Warcraft, and anytime you're in the world, if you feel like you're getting lost, you just find the road, and bada bing, you're back. This thing is it's immense. It's immense, man. How big can this thing get? All right. I guess I'll go this way. Let me see how far I built this. Hold on. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm looking at the little edges. That's how I'm counting. See that little black line right there? There's a couple of lines, but there's a line right. It'll appear if I get the crosshair close to it. That's how I can designate the different blocks. So you got, because they're all the same color. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only got 4, so I got to put one on top of here, and I think 2 for the rest of it. Sorry for the clicking. There we go. So one more here would make it 5. I like, for whatever reason, I like going this way, that way around. Then all I have to do is put the last thing of dark oak, and then I go in another for another stack, and that should be it. This thing is gigantic. Holy moly. It's like the Statue of Liberty, man. Please tell me I'm not running out of oak. Come on. Look at all these animals inside this windmill. It's a windmill, for crying out loud. It's not a barn. What a bunch of animals. There we go. Now I just have to get that dark oak. And go in one more and then put the cap on. Whew, took forever, didn't it? We'll get that dark oak. See what time it is. Okay. Yeah, we don't have. We need the extra because I got to put supports on the bottom floor with the dark oak. Oh, here we go. Just one layer. Then I'll do a fly around. You guys can see what this looks like. that happens. I really love this color. It reminds me so much of chocolate. Oh my god, I am such a chocolate fiend. Oh my god. Okay, let's do a quick fly around. See if I can do a clip real quick. Let's see. Boop. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but when I put that cap on, it's going to go in one. It's almost like a tiered cake, and then it's going to go in another level, and then I'll put the cap on, and then you'll have the arms coming out. I think it should face the water. I think that would be neat for it to face the water. It should have been further in, but that's the area I built the flower farm was right there on that spot. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I like that. Let me do a turn around and let me see. Take my helmet. I'm not done yet, but I just want to get a screenshot. I try to get a screenshot as I build this stuff, and when I look back later on, like, oh, I remember doing that. If you go into your settings, you'll see if you're playing on Xbox, at the lower left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a camera with the Y yellow button. Hit that, and that goes into your Minecraft um, screenshot folder for your game. And you can do your typical Xbox or whatever console or PC. You can do a typical screenshot too. But if you're doing like the realms and you have a story and you want to add a screenshot to your story, you have to use the camera from the settings option to do that. All right, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I got enough wood. Let's see if I can finish this last tier before the stream's over with. Let me put this back so I can hold on to this. I should have enough. I should. It's one more 7 tall thing, monstrosity, and then let's see if we can do this before the stream's out. And again, ooh, that's that sinking feeling. I forget. Sometimes I get it backwards and then I just fall. Which button I'm doing. You can hear the clicking going on, right? The Sears kit clicking. Yeah, even Star Trek, man. Industrial Light and Magic actually helped out. Any sci I mean, they were the only company back in the 80s and late 70s that did special effects. So any movie you've seen, us, even Aliens, any Gremlins, any movie, Close Encounters, Indiana Jones, Ghostbusters, anything, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, any of those movies, except for Jaws. Jaws, I think that was around the same time Star Wars was inventing stuff. So I don't think they maybe that'd be a good question. I think some of their effects artists were with Spielberg on Jaws, but yeah, that was all the beginning of it. It was right there, right around Star Wars was the beginning of it in '77. But any movie you've ever seen that had special effects, Terminator. Um, Now for Avatar, I think that was Weta, which is the Peter Jackson special effects company who did like Lord of the Rings. Mortal Engine, stuff like that. Yeah, that's the Australian special effects people. But yeah, that was I was just trying to think about that, like especially that Robert Hazard song today. Any movies I saw back then, man, it was just like Christmas. Any time of year you seen a movie with special effects, it was just like Christmas all over again. Speaking of which, I was on Pluto TV. They're running all of John Wick's movies, the first, the second, and the third, not the fourth. And I think there's going to be a fifth one, but from the first to the third movie of John Wick is on Pluto TV right now. And whatchamacallit, Keanu Reeves, he directed a movie with Tiger Chen from Matrix, and they did their own movie called The Man of Tai Chi. Oh man, you got check. That's on Pluto TV right now too. Check that out. That is really good. And Keanu Reeves directed it, which is pretty awesome. Let me pick up this wood. Ooh, hello. I should start putting these torches out. Yeah, I'm not leaving that there. I was just being lazy. Yeah, I'm going to work this all out so that I'll have silos nearby here. This is all colored dye from flowers. So this creates flowers in here, and then the dot. There's an autocrafter down here, and it makes the takes the flowers and makes the dye. So any more windmills would be a storage for all the colors and stuff. All right, let's do a quick fly around so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh, I didn't put. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I didn't put the top on. Hold on. All right. All right. Now I got to go four more, and this will be done. So 1, 2, 3. I can only go three at a time. And then one layer, and it'll be finished. Finally, then I can put the cap on top of this, and it'll be done. I love that sound. The stuff stacking. Yeah, around the late 90s into 2000, I started to try to make my own video games, and there's a great book you can pick up on Amazon or any bookstore called Windows Game Programming, and it teaches you how to make the old-fashioned type of arcade games like Atari used to make, and it's all in that Windows book. It's what they call sprites or 8-bit characters, and so you're using a combination of animation and computer input to make games. And the funny thing of it is like a lot of the phone games are like that, and like I'm saying about the sound of the blocks going down, that's what they implement on a lot of these phone games. So it keeps you addicted playing it because of the sound and the music and stuff. Yep, that's all part of it. I was watching that Tales of the Underworld. Dave Filoni added so much with the Clone Wars with the animation and stuff, and it's like you're watching a feature movie, even though it's an animation, and it makes you, if you're an artist, makes you think about the storyboards because you're seeing all. I've watched these not movies, but the series over and over and over again, and I could see it breaking down into scenes with the storyboards, and it really, you have to have a good camera or a photographer to set up the scenes the way they do it. It's so good. I got into storyboarding not too long ago because when you do comics or that's essentially comic books is storyboarding. That's what storyboarding is comic books. And just imagine if you're going to animate those scenes in a comic book, You have to add all these other uh, illustrations to it, to make the full animation. And it's the same idea, when you're making a movie or whatever. All right, I'm going to put one more dark oak cap on this, and that should be done. I hope I didn't go too far on this. Let me see. Just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm not going to break that. You thought I was going to break that, didn't you? No. No. Now just put the dark oak edge on top, and I got to build a cap for this. And that'll be next week. Or no, Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday. And I'll show you how to build the cap. I'll have to review the build on how to make this cap. Then I never did arms for a windmill before, so this is going to be interesting too. You use wool blocks for the sails for the windmill arms. Put those there, put these here, and hopefully that's it. We're done for today. I know I'm not doing anything with Uber today, but my energy level, man, I'm telling you, it's like my sinuses are swollen or something. It's hard to describe. I'm sure if you guys ever had this, you know what I'm talking about. Ugh. But I'm feeling much better than I did last week. Whew. I was feeling so cruddy over the weekend. But it's finally, I think knock on wood, a lot of it's passed. So this is just residual stuff. Should have enough energy to get back out doing my job tomorrow. Hit the grind. Yeah, I'm going to have to review how to make this cap for this thing. But it'd be nice to get back to that Gargamel build I was doing at Smurf Village. Oh man, I haven't been back there in a couple of weeks. Ooh, hey, what's going on? There we go. Nice to fly around. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. It'll look better once I get that cap on. Get that little dome on top. It'll look better. See if I can make a clip. There we go. See that little arm underneath? I gotta put a couple of those. Well, maybe I'll have time to do that. Let me see how much dark oak I have. I think that's stairs. I gotta make stairs. Just gotta come all the way to the edge. Yeah, let me see what I got. I think I have enough. Oh, I got some stairs up in that shulker, I think. It's just for the bottom level. I don't need to do everything for the entire thing. It's just for the bottom level. I tried to avoid using those scaffoldings if I don't have to. I hate breaking it after I'm done. Okay, I went too far with that. There we go. Again, too far. And it's done. There we go. I got that one up there. I think it's got to have dark oak on the edge out here too. I'll see how much I have left. Ooh, I need an extra block sticking out. There we go. Excellent. If you're not smacking, you ain't doing it right, man. You're just not doing it right. That's how it goes. Remember, okay, now I'm getting confused. Hold on. Yep, okay. I think it starts with the second one up. 1, 2, third. 1, 2, 1, 2, right there. There we go, and then it goes all the way up. I know I'm not in hard mode, so I'm not at a risk of getting attacked at the nighttime, at night. But well, let me see if I can make some torches. I got PTSD from being blown up so many times. That's why I get spooked when it gets nighttime here, man. I know it's ridiculous, but can you get a PTSD from a game? Yeah, if you get blown up enough. It's pretty at night, in Minecraft. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that guy right there. Look at you. Make sure this place is lit up too. I gotta put lanterns and floors and stuff in there. All kinds of stuff. But what's up, buddy? And there's my answer. And then one here. Nope. Trying to find that. There you go. Got to make some more steps. See if I can make just a couple more. And this arm will be done. See what time it is. Just getting there. That should be enough for now. Yep. Just stick it out further, that's all. Like that, and then the final one here, and done. Let's see if I can put the last one on. Look at that lovely, look at what kind of phase that is of the moon. Crescent. Interesting thing too, Minecraft has different phases of the moon, so you can tell which day of the week it is if you keep tracking it. I know a couple of Minecrafters built observatories, which is really cool. Maybe I'll do that one day. I'll make an observatory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the center right there. Because it's, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11. Get out the good old scaffolding. I'll have to make more steps. If I have some more, I mean, if I have enough dark oak, I'll put the trim on. Oh. I get some more steps. Yeah, I think because I'm in a meadow, that's why I get, or plains, that's why I'm getting a lot of horses here. There's a flower biome above us, and that's all part of this one biome area. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So if you're looking for horses, go look for the plains biome, flat biome. It's got a lot of grass and trees. Some flowers. Some, not sun, but some. That, and then you can go further out. Somehow I misjudged. Hmm. I misjudged that somehow. I don't understand. Wait a minute. What did I do wrong? One, two, three, four, and the fifth one's on the end. Oh, I started in. Oh, that's okay. I'll fix it. Shoot. That's why this thing's sticking out. Okay, right there. That. Yeah, there you go. See, and that's how you solve problems, man. Be a problem solver. Yeah, I love puzzles, man. There you go, and then the last one. Boom, all done. See if we can put the trim on. The other thing is, if you're playing in hard mode and it's nighttime, not only are you in danger, but if you're in a chunk where there's villagers, yeah, they can be completely attacked if they're not protected. Let me see how they did the trim real quick. Hold on real quick. Minecraft Abadorian Baron Windmill. Trying to see if they did a trim on the edge. Of course. Oops, that's too much. Oh. It's hard to tell if it's steps or... Hmm. Or... Hmm. Hmm. It's really hard to tell. That would make sense, because that would ride right up there. The only way to know is to do it. Gotta break this scaffolding, yeah. He puts like this, or I say he, I don't know if it's a he, they, or she, whatever, but see like that, and then you just do steps all the way around and puts like a fence top on top of it, like a railing, which is really cool. Yeah, that works, because see, it's like it just flows straight up like that. Yeah, and you just go all the way around. I'm going to make a lot of steps. Let's see what this does. Sunrise. Look at this. Look at the beautiful sunrise. The sun should be coming up over here. There it is. Oh. I wonder if I can. Let me see if I can go on the edge and do it instead of using scaffolding down here. Just have to. What do you call that? Crouch. Idiot. Like Happy Gilmore. Idiot. There we go. Get to a little bit to the top of the edge. Boom. There we go. And I like going this way. I guess because I'm right-handed. I don't know. Yeah, I heard that there's going to be a Happy Gilmore 2, I think, or something. That's going to be interesting. Very good. Okay, no, this is going to be messed up. How am I going to do this? Should I go like this? Like this? I wonder if I go the other way. See what happens. No. How about if I go here like this? Nope. Like that. Let's see. Yeah. See how it follows that little pattern? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. It's a nice accent. You can also look up on YouTube Mel Blanc or Mel Blanc, Blanc. He was the voice of all the Looney Tune characters. He was saying Bugs Bunny was a cross between the Bronx and Brooklyn accent. So if you're a fan of Bugs Bunny, just imagine someone from Brooklyn with a rabbit, some rabbit with a, you know what I'm saying, New York City voice, whatever. Okay, I'm doing this wrong somehow. Oh, I guess I have to come out here. Like that. Let's see. I know I broke one down here. Maybe I didn't. Yep, like that. Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to work. I have to fix those. What I have to do is turn those three the other way. It should work. Aha! I see it. Yeah, I see it floating down there. Alright, maybe I'll use the scaffolding, that way I can see what I'm doing. Oh man, come on, you're killing me. How am I supposed to be doing this? Darn it. It worked great on the other side over there. Maybe I have to turn this. There we go. And turn this way. This way like that. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Maybe I'll save this for Wednesday. This is getting a little, I thought this was going to be an easy, throw it up here real quick and it'd be done. It's getting a little tricky. What happened to that? I just busted that plank. Yeah, it's up here. Mm-hmm. It should be like a continuous thing, and then, I don't know, like that. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like that. Hold on. And if I follow the pattern and have it go like that, see, it works. It bends. It's weird. It's almost like Legos. You have to go a certain pattern. Don't ask me how it worked. Don't ask me how it did that. It just did. I don't know. It just turned on its own. Um, I'm probably gonna finish this up on Wednesday. I like how this is turning out though. This is looking good. So that's gonna go all the way around. And then I'm gonna add a fence and stuff to it. And gotta put that cap on. I really want to get that cap on before anything else, so it can actually make it look like it's a windmill. It's getting there. It's looking like in the looks like the we call that the Tower of Babel. Yeah, because I'm babbling all the time. What's going on? All right, let me call this stream, guys. Let me turn around here so you guys can see this. I am Steve. All right. Let's see if I can find you guys a raid, and we will be back here on Wednesday. Check out my YouTube channel, The Big Red 1967. Check out my community tab. I have a world download and a Discord's link. Let me know if the Discord is still working or not. I also go up on Twitter, same name. And Instagram too. I'm on Instagram, but I haven't posted on Instagram in a long time. Okay, we have Sun Raven 16. We have the Face Pizza and Jester 1147. Who is the winner today? It is Jester. Let's see if we can go in Jester's room. Doing a Mad Pack Monday. The Beans and Back playing live. Let's see if I can start this raid. We'll be in there in a few seconds, hopefully. Oh, he's gonna be right back. There's people in there. It looks like he's doing something. All right, you guys have a fantastic Monday. I will be back here Wednesday, and see you then. Thanks for stopping by.